They said he was the chosen one before he could even vote. They said he would save a city that hadn't tasted victory in half a century. They said he would either become the greatest of all time or the biggest disappointment in sports history. What they didn't know was that LeBron James would do something far more dangerous than either of those things. He would rewrite every rule. He would shatter every expectation. And he would force the entire world to watch as he transformed from a kid with everything to lose into a king with nothing left to prove. This is not just a basketball story. This is a saga of prophecy, betrayal, redemption, and power. This is the story of how one man carried the weight of impossible expectations and still managed to fly. December 18th, 1984, Akron, Ohio. A city rusting at its edges, bleeding jobs, drowning in forgotten dreams. In a small apartment, Gloria James, just 16 years old, gave birth to a son. She had no money, no stability, no blueprint for survival. But she had a child who would one day be worth over $1 billion. LeBron's early years were chaos incarnate. He and his mother moved from apartment to apartment, couch to couch, sometimes homeless, always hungry. There were moments when young LeBron didn't know where he'd sleep that night. School was an afterthought. Stability was a myth. But in the wreckage of his childhood, one thing remained constant: a basketball. And not just any relationship with basketball. An obsession, a love affair, a lifeline. By the time LeBron was in 4th grade, he'd already missed over 80 days of school. His future looked bleak, predictable, tragic. Then came the Walkers. Frank Walker, a local football coach, saw something in this lost kid with the sad eyes and explosive energy. He took LeBron in, gave him structure, gave him discipline, gave him a chance. And LeBron, he seized it with both hands and never let go. He started playing organized basketball, and what happened next was nothing short of supernatural. This wasn't talent. This was destiny announcing itself with thunder. By the time LeBron reached St. Vincent St. Mary High School, the whispers had already begun. Scouts were showing up to freshman games, not junior varsity. Freshman. LeBron was 14 years old and already being compared to NBA legends. His combination of size, speed, vision, and basketball IQ was something no one had ever seen at that age. He could pass like Magic Johnson. He could bulldoze like Karl Malone. He could read the game like Larry Bird, all at 15. His high school games were televised nationally. Sports Illustrated put him on the cover with 2 words that would haunt and define him forever: the chosen one. The pressure would have crushed anyone else. But LeBron? He thrived in it. He led his team to 3 state championships. He became a living legend before he graduated. And when the 2003 NBA draft arrived, there was no suspense. The Cleveland Cavaliers selected him 1st overall. The kid from Akron was coming home. The prophecy had begun. But here's where the story gets darker, because being the chosen one comes with a price. And LeBron was about to pay it in front of the entire world. His rookie season was spectacular. 20 points per game, Rookie of the Year, instant stardom. But one award wasn't enough. Cleveland wanted a championship. A city that hadn't won a major sports title since 1964 placed all of its hope, all of its pain, all of its desperation on the shoulders of an 18-year-old kid. Year after year, LeBron dragged mediocre Cavaliers teams into relevance. In 2007, at just 22 years old, he carried Cleveland to the NBA Finals almost single-handedly. They lost, but the world had seen enough. LeBron wasn't just good, he was transcendent. Then came the summer of 2010, the summer that would divide a generation. LeBron's contract was up. He was a free agent. Every team in the league wanted him. The entire sports world held its breath. And then, LeBron made a decision that would turn him into the most hated athlete in America. He announced his decision on live television in a special called The Decision. And with 4 words, he detonated a bomb. I'm taking my talents to South Beach. He was leaving Cleveland, joining the Miami Heat, teaming up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, creating a super team. The backlash was nuclear. Fans in Cleveland burned his jerseys in the streets. The owner wrote an angry letter calling him a traitor. Talking heads on television called him a coward, a quitter, a villain. LeBron went from beloved hero to public enemy number one overnight. But here's what people didn't understand. LeBron didn't just leave for championships. He left because he was tired of carrying a franchise that refused to help him. He left because loyalty had become a cage. And he left because sometimes the chosen one has to choose himself. Miami was supposed to be paradise. 3 superstars, unlimited potential, guaranteed championships. But paradise had thorns. In their first season together, the Heat reached the finals and choked. LeBron disappeared in the crucial moments. The critics pounced. See, he's not clutch. He'll never be Jordan. He's a frontrunner, not a closer. The hate was suffocating. The doubt was deafening. But then something shifted. LeBron stopped trying to be loved. He embraced being the villain, and he became unstoppable. 2012. NBA champion, Finals MVP. 2013, back-to-back champion, back-to-back Finals MVP. The king had arrived. He'd proven he could win. He'd silenced the doubters, but deep down, something still gnawed at him. Cleveland, the city he abandoned, the promise he broke, the ghost that haunted every trophy. So in 2014, LeBron did the unthinkable. He went home. He wrote an essay in Sports Illustrated titled, "I'm Coming Home." He returned. Game 5, LeBron scores 41. Game 6, LeBron scores 41 again. Game 7, Cleveland, winner take all. The pressure could break planets. With under 2 minutes left, the game tied. LeBron sprinted back on defense and delivered the block. A chase-down rejection of Andre Iguodala that will be replayed until the end of time. Moments later, Kyrie Irving hit a 3. Cleveland won. LeBron collapsed on the floor, sobbing. A 52-year championship drought was over. The kid from Akron had saved his city. The prophecy was complete. Or was it? Because LeBron's story doesn't end with redemption. It continues into controversy, activism, and legacy warfare. After delivering Cleveland its championship, LeBron moved to the Los Angeles Lakers in 2018. Another departure, another wave of criticism. But this time, it was different. LeBron wasn't just chasing rings anymore. He was building an empire. Movies, production companies, schools. He opened the I Promise School in Akron for at-risk kids, giving them the chance he almost never had. He became a voice for social justice, speaking out against police brutality and systemic racism. When Laura Ingraham told him to shut up and dribble, he turned the phrase into a rallying cry. But activism comes with enemies. Political pundits attacked him. Fans told him to stay in his lane. When he commented on the Hong Kong protests and seemed to side with China, the backlash was swift and brutal. LeBron had always controlled his narrative, but now the narrative was controlling him. Then came 2020, a pandemic, racial unrest, the NBA bubble, and LeBron, at 35 years old, led the Lakers to another championship, his 4th ring, his 4th Finals MVP, with 3 different teams, something no one had ever done. The debate raged louder than ever. Is LeBron better than Michael Jordan? The answer depends on who you ask. Jordan has 6 rings. LeBron has been to 10 finals. Jordan never lost in the finals. LeBron faced harder competition. Jordan was a killer. LeBron is a king. The argument will never end. And maybe that's the point. Because LeBron's legacy isn't just about basketball. It's about a kid who had every reason to fail and instead rewrote what's possible. It's about a teenager who handled impossible expectations with grace and power. It's about a man who left, came back, and delivered a miracle. It's about an athlete who refused to just shut up and dribble. LeBron James isn't perfect. He's made mistakes. He's faced criticism. He's been loved and hated in equal measure. But he's also been undeniable, unstoppable, unforgettable. As his career winds down, one question remains. What more can LeBron prove? He's the all-time leading scorer. He's a 4-time champion. He's a billionaire. He's a father, a mogul, an icon. But the hunger still burns. Because legends don't retire, they evolve. And LeBron James? He's not done evolving, not yet. The chosen one chose himself. And in doing so, he changed the game forever. This is his story. But the final chapter, that's still being written. Subscribe if you want to witness the end of an era. Because when LeBron finally hangs it up, the world will never see anyone like him again. The king is still on his throne, and the crown has never looked heavier or more glorious.